Reported by naturallymoi.com. Former crack mayor's son dies over synthetic marijuana overdose. Former Mayor Marion Barry, dubbed as Washington's, quote, mayor for life, was famously known after he died for going to prison on a cocaine charge and then recaptured City Hall in one of the most improbable comebacks when Washington voters were quick to forgive, electing him to the city council shortly after his release from federal prison and then to the mayor's office again. He was still on the city council at the time of his death. Well, you know what they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Listen, I know that sounds cold, but it's true, and this situation is very real. Marion's son Marion, named after his dad, was in a southeast DC apartment, drinking and smoking K2, a now banned synthetic marijuana that not only used to be legal, but was also sold in just about every gas station or corner store in the nation's capital. Which is why there have been so many cases of people acting like zombies, breaking into stores, and unfortunately dying. Well, unfortunately, for young Marion, the last thing happened. Barry reportedly smoked the drug and began acting strange before he collapsed on the floor. Barry was rushed to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. He was 36 years young. This is truly sad. This K2 needs to be taken off of the streets for good. K2 is a popular brand of synthetic marijuana, a mix of herbs sprayed with chemicals called cannabinoids that attempt to mimic the effects of the active ingredient THC in marijuana. K2 tends to have a more potent effect than even the strongest strain of cannabis. In fact, classifying the drug as, quote, marijuana is part of the allure, when in fact the effects of K2 and others is more akin to PCP than cannabis. I'll tell you guys a story about a person that smoked K2. A girl on K2 actually tried to run through my friend's grandmother's glass screen door in New York City. My friend's mom was at the house at the time and came towards the door and opened it, and the girl ran into the street and passed out like she was hit by a car. Then my friend's mom came up to her and asked her if she was all right, and she got up and started swinging at her. Then my friend's grandma's basement tenant came out. Remember, this is New York. Everybody rents. Okay, and he had to restrain her to calm her down. So then they called the cops, and when the cops got there, she started calling my friend's mom, mommy. Like, ish is crazy, okay? Bottom line, don't do drugs. Just don't do it. Until next time, guys, I'm Jen Nicole from naturallymoi.com.